There is a truth no one wants to admit. Busy is not just about doing things. It's about running away. Running away from feelings. Running away from silence. Running away from yourself. You fill every minute with tasks. Meetings, notifications, endless scrolling. You feel important, needed, alive. But inside you feel hollow. That quiet emptiness grows. You don't want to face it, so you keep moving. Carl Jung said, "Hurry is not of the devil, it is the devil." This means your busyness is not just harmless. It's a kind of poison, a distraction, a barrier. Why do you run? Because stillness is scary. Because when you stop, you meet your fear. Fear of feeling lost. Fear of loneliness. Fear of facing what you have ignored for so long. Let me tell you about Mia. She was always busy. From morning to night, she filled her calendar. Work, friends, side projects. She thought staying busy would save her. She thought it would keep her sane. One day on a weekend trip, her phone died. No distractions. No noise. For the first time in years, Mia was alone with her thoughts. At first, panic hit her. Her heart raced. The silence screamed. She realized she had never learned to be with herself. She had never learned to feel her emotions. All those feelings were buried under her busyness. Her anxiety, sadness, and self-doubt were waiting. But Mia didn't know what to do. So she filled the silence with more noise. She checked her phone as soon as it turned on. She rushed to find Wi-Fi. This is what most of us do. We fear the quiet, the space where our true feelings live. So we avoid it. We escape into screens, tasks, distractions. But no matter how fast you run, you can't outrun yourself. The silence will always catch up. You trade your peace for productivity. You trade rest for control. You trade your soul for distractions. You say, "I'm fine. I just need to work harder." But the real problem is deeper. It's not about your schedule. It's about your inner world. The feelings you hide. The fears you deny. Jung called this the unconscious. It's the part you don't want to see, but it guides your life anyway. Your busyness is the unconscious in disguise. Fear wearing a busy mask. When you slow down, you feel scared. That's your unconscious waking up. It wants to be seen, heard, felt. But how will you hear it if you never stop running? Mia finally made a choice. She started small. A few minutes of silence a day. No phone. No noise. At first it was torture. Her mind screamed, "Do something. Anything." But she kept sitting. Kept breathing. Kept feeling. Slowly she learned to face her fear. To welcome her sadness. To be with her true self. This is the real work. To stop running. To feel your fear. To embrace silence. Only then can healing start. If you are tired of running, try stillness. It will scare you, but it will save you. Inside the silence, you will find yourself again. This is not easy. Your mind will fight it. It wants distraction. It wants noise. But if you keep choosing silence, you will grow stronger. Your fears will shrink. Your peace will expand. You will stop being a prisoner of busyness. You will start living. Because the greatest gift you can give yourself is the courage to slow down, to listen, to heal. Dreams speak in symbols. They do not use clear words. Instead, they tell stories with images. These images may seem strange or confusing, but they are never random. They are messages from your soul. Messages from your unconscious mind. Carl Jung said, "Dreams are the guiding words of the soul. They show what you hide from yourself. They reveal your true desires, your fears, your pain. When you dream of water, it often means your emotions. Calm water means peace inside. Stormy water means turmoil and chaos. Floods show feelings that overwhelm you. A house in a dream often represents you. Each room is a part of yourself. A locked door means secrets you hide. A messy room shows confusion in your mind. Flying in dreams means freedom, or a wish to escape from problems. Falling dreams often show fear. Fear of losing control. Let me tell you about Sam. Sam dreamed of a locked attic in his childhood home. He was afraid to open it. In real life, Sam avoided his deep feelings. That attic was his hidden pain. One night, in a dream, Sam finally opened the attic door. Inside, he found old boxes full of memories. Memories he tried to forget. It was scary but also a relief. When he woke, Sam felt a new courage. He started to face his feelings. He began healing old wounds. Dreams don't just show problems. They guide you to healing. They point to the path forward. Sometimes you will see a shadow in your dreams. Not a person, but a dark shape. This shadow is your hidden self. Parts of you deny or reject. Jung said, "Without the shadow there is no light." Your shadow holds your pain, your anger, your fear, but also your strength. Ignoring the shadow keeps you stuck. Facing it helps you grow and heal. Imagine a dream where you meet a dark figure. At first you feel fear, then you realize it is part of you. That moment means you are ready to heal. Colors in dreams have meanings too. Red may mean anger or passion. Blue can mean calm or sadness. Black often means fear or the unknown. Animals in dreams tell their own stories. Birds mean freedom. Snakes mean change or danger. Dogs mean loyalty or friendship. Notice your feelings in dreams. Are you calm? Scared? Lost? Safe? Your feelings in dreams are clues. Many people ignore their dreams, thinking they mean nothing. But ignoring them means ignoring yourself. Listening to your dreams means listening to your soul. Try this. Keep a notebook by your bed. Write down your dreams as soon as you wake. Even small details matter. Look for symbols that repeat. These are signs that something is important. You don't have to understand everything at once. The meaning will unfold over time. Dreams reveal your deepest desires. They show what parts of you need healing. They guide you back to your true self. Just like Mia learned to face silence, you can learn to listen to your dreams. Learn their language, because in your dreams lies your truth. When you unlock this truth, you unlock your path to healing. There's a reason your dreams often feel intense. They speak the language your waking mind forgets. A language of symbols, shadows, emotion. Dreams aren't random. They're messages. From your unconscious, from the parts of you that stay quiet by day, but scream at night. What you repress comes alive in dreams. In waking life you hide. You wear masks. You bury fear, anger, longing. You say, "I'm fine." But your dream knows better. That moment you brush off disappointment, your dream gives it form. That urge for freedom you silence, your dream turns it into a flight. Dreams bring up what you repress, what you don't want to see, what you don't want to admit. A painful memory, a secret desire, a part of you that feels too messy, too complicated. The denied desires hiding in symbolic form. Sometimes your dream reveals what you deeply want, but are too afraid to reach for. You dream of climbing mountains? Maybe you crave challenge. You dream of performing on stage? Maybe a part of you wants to be seen. You dream of running away? Maybe you long for freedom. These dreams don't lie. They reflect the gap between who you are and who you're afraid to become. Your desires don't disappear just because you deny them. They go underground, and they resurface at night. in metaphor, in symbol, in chaos. Jung's shadow, what you avoid appears at night. Carl Jung called it the shadow. The parts of yourself you hide, the anger you deny, the sadness you suppress, the hunger for more that you shame. Your dreams don't censor these parts. They showcase them. They let the shadow speak. Jung believed that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Your dreams are your unconscious in motion. A dream of drowning may not be about water. It might be your repressed grief. A dream of being chased? Maybe it's your guilt or your ambition. The dream isn't just about fear. It's about confrontation. It's an invitation to look deeper, to ask, what part of me am I avoiding? Case study, one nightmare, two truths. Let me tell you about Alex. Alex kept having the same dream. He was back in school, walking into an exam, unprepared, naked. Everyone stared. He'd wake up sweating, heart pounding. He thought it was just anxiety, but this dream had layers. The exam symbolized pressure. The nakedness? Vulnerability. The real fear? Being exposed as not good enough. But here's what Alex didn't notice at first. In the dream, he always walked in. He never turned and ran. He faced the room. He stood there. Which means there was a desire hidden inside the fear. A desire to be seen, to be tested, to prove himself, to succeed. The nightmare wasn't just about failure. It was about wanting to rise, but being afraid of what that would take. Through dream work, Alex began to see he wasn't just afraid to fail. He was afraid to try, because trying meant admitting he wanted more, and wanting more meant risk, but it also meant truth. That dream cracked something open. It was never just a nightmare. It was a call to become. Dreams are the door to emotional growth. The more you listen to your dreams, the more you listen to yourself. Not just the version of you the world sees, but the real you, the scared you, the hopeful you, the you that wants, that aches, that remembers. Dreams are like mirrors. They show you what you avoid, but also what you need. And if you dare to sit with them, feel them, explore them, you grow, you heal. You begin to integrate all the parts you once rejected. The message is always beneath the chaos. Not every dream will make sense right away. Sometimes they're chaotic, disjointed, dark, but chaos has meaning. Confusion is part of transformation. Don't rush to analyze every symbol. Start by asking, what did I feel? What part of this dream felt familiar? What part felt uncomfortable? That discomfort? It's where the insight lives. Facing the shadow is how you wake up. You can't grow without discomfort, and you can't become whole without facing the shadow. Dreams are practice. They are the rehearsal for emotional honesty. They show you what's possible and what's holding you back. You don't need to interpret every dream perfectly. You just need to stop ignoring them, because they are part of your healing. They are part of your truth, and they always point you inward. Final words. So the next time you wake up from a strange dream, don't rush to forget it. Write it down. Sit with it. Feel it. There's a reason you dreamed what you did. Your soul is speaking. Your mind is remembering. Your deeper self is knocking. The real question is, will you listen? There is a truth no one wants to admit. Busy is not just about doing things. It's about running away. Running away from feelings. Running away from silence. Running away from yourself. You fill every minute with tasks. Meetings, notifications, endless scrolling. You feel important, needed, alive. But inside you feel hollow. That quiet emptiness grows. You don't want to face it, so you keep moving. Carl Jung said, Hurry is not of the devil, it is the devil. This means your busyness is not just harmless. It's a kind of poison, a distraction, a barrier. Why do you run? Because stillness is scary. Because when you stop, you meet your fear. Fear of feeling lost. Fear of loneliness. Fear of facing what you have ignored for so long. Let me tell you about Mia. She was always busy. From morning to night, she filled her calendar. Work, friends, side projects. She thought staying busy would save her. She thought it would keep her sane. One day on a weekend trip, her phone died. No distractions. No noise. For the first time in years, Mia was alone with her thoughts. At first, panic hit her. Her heart raced. The silence screamed. She realized she had never learned to be with herself. She had never learned to feel her emotions. All those feelings were buried under her busyness. Her anxiety, sadness, and self-doubt were waiting. But Mia didn't know what to do. So she filled the silence with more noise. She checked her phone as soon as it turned on. She rushed to find Wi-Fi. You may think your busyness is a sign of success. You tell yourself, I'm doing well. I'm productive. But real success is not in constant motion. It's in balance. It's in stillness. When you rush, you miss your own story. You miss what your soul needs. You miss the subtle messages your body sends. Let me share more about Mia's journey. After that weekend, she tried to keep the pace. She felt lonely. She felt lost. She felt broken. But she didn't run away this time. She let the tears fall. She held the loneliness. She sat with the brokenness. Mia began to look. And she saw parts of herself she had hidden. Parts that needed love. Parts that needed rest. Parts that needed kindness. Busyness was her way of ignoring these parts. But healing was about embracing them. Mia started small rituals. Morning breath work. Evening journaling. Moments to check in with her feelings. She learned to say no. No to extra tasks. No to social events that drained her. No to endless scrolling. Each no was a yes to herself. Each boundary was a reclaiming of her energy. Her anxiety lessened. Her energy returned. Her hollow feeling slowly filled with light. This is not a quick fix. It's a process. A journey back to yourself. If you feel tired all the time, ask yourself, are you tired because of what you do? Or because of what you avoid? Your soul needs rest. Your mind needs peace. Your body needs care. Busyness is a mask for deeper pain. Facing that pain takes courage. But the reward is real. You reclaim your life. You find joy in stillness. You become who you truly are. So stop running. Slow down. Listen to yourself. Because the path to healing begins when you stop hiding and start being present. Remember, you are more than your to-do list. You are a human being, not a human doing. You deserve peace. You deserve love. Most of all, you deserve yourself. This is the real work, and it's worth it. Mia's story is all too common. We live in a world that praises productivity. Busy is the new badge of honor. But beneath that badge lies something fragile, something aching. Her panic wasn't just about being offline. It was about facing herself, about facing the parts she'd ignored, the fears, the pain, the loneliness. You see, silence forces you to listen to your heart, to the whispers of your soul. When noise covers those whispers, you feel safe, but safe is not alive. Mia's phone dying was a gift in disguise. It gave her a pause she never asked for. And pauses can be terrifying, because they open the door to feelings. Feelings she'd stuffed away with endless tasks. Feelings she feared would overwhelm her. She was afraid to be alone with them. Afraid they would consume her. So she escaped back to noise. But running never ends the chase. The fear always waits. And the longer you run, the heavier it becomes. There is a lesson here. Your busyness isn't a sign of strength. It's a mask for fear. Fear of feeling lost. Fear of being alone. Fear of facing your true self. The truth is you can't outrun yourself. Your soul calls for peace, for healing, for presence. Mia eventually realized this. She began to slow down. First just a little. A few minutes without distractions. It was hard. Her mind screamed for activity. Do something. Anything, it said. But she resisted. She sat in the silence. She felt the discomfort. Tears came. Old wounds surfaced. She faced them without running. This was the start of healing. Not a magic fix, but a brave journey inward. Mia learned to welcome her feelings, to hold them gently, to listen without judgment. She started to love herself in ways she never had. She gave herself permission to rest, to be imperfect, to be human. The hollow feeling inside began to fill with compassion, with acceptance, with light. If you are constantly busy, ask yourself, are you doing to live or living to do? True life happens in moments of stillness, in presence, in self-acceptance. Busyness can be a beautiful tool, but it becomes poison when it hides pain. Face the silence. Feel your feelings. Meet your fears. Only then can you find peace. Only then can you heal. Remember Jung's words. Hurry is not of the devil, it is the devil. Slow down, stop running. You are worth the time it takes to heal. You deserve to know yourself fully. You deserve peace. Start small. Turn off your phone. Sit quietly. Listen to what you've been avoiding. This is the real work, and it will change your life.